Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to show you how you can go from a simple sketch on a piece of paper to a fully working interactive component that is in code inside of MagicPath. So I've got my sketch here on a post-it note and I'm going to put that on my computer, and then we're going to go into MagicPath's chat and try and let it know what we're trying to build and see what it creates. So I've uploaded it and I'm going to tell MagicPath to describe the image just so I know it understands what we're trying to build before we actually implement. So what I'm going to say is describe this credit score image mockup with detail. I'm going to say talk about layout and anything else, and then I'm just going to clean this up. And I'm also going to say at the end, which is very important, do not build or implement yet. And then doing this, you don't actually waste any credits, you just talk into MagicPath before you actually use your credits to implement and build it. Press enter. And we're trying to build a credit score component here to go in our library. So this mockup features a card-like layout with credit score as a header, a prominent semicircular gauge in the center displaying a score 700, and its rating grid beneath it. At the bottom, there is steps to improve prompt with a downward arrow suggesting expandable guidance or additional details. This is absolutely perfect, so what we're going to say is implement this using our selected design system, and I'm going to select the design system that I want to use, and I've made a custom one by the help of TweakCN and me just iterating on it. So it's FinTech UI. I'm going to select this one and I'm going to press enter. I'm going to see what MagicPath creates. You're going to see in a minute it's going to start spinning up and building this live inside the component window. Okay, it's finished, but we've got some issues here. As you can see, the circle is a bit broken, so we need to fix it. So I'm going to screenshot this. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to say make sure what did it describe it as? The semicircle gauge starts from the left and ends in the right. As it at the moment it starts at the top and ends at the bottom, which is wrong / bad. Very simple language so it understands. I'm going to say see image attached for issue, don't implement yet. I'm just doing this to make sure it understands the issue before we actually implement. Great, I see the issue. The current arc starts at the top, it should start from the left and end at the right, forming a true bottom semicircle. Okay, fix please. So it understands, I think. So I'm going to click on fix, we'll type in fix, and then it should fix it so it starts from here, goes round and ends in there. And it's fixed this perfectly, it's exactly what we want. If I click on refresh, you'll see this nice loading animation. It did use excellent, but that's fine. I don't really know about credit scores too much, maybe this knows a bit more than me. If we click on this, does this work? Wow. I didn't even prompt this and it's just done it by itself, which is really, really impressive. It just shows you how AI can understand what you're trying to build if you just tell it and make sure it understands. And then it will actually go ahead and make the necessary steps to enhance your component or product without you needing to even like prompt it or command it to do anything, which is really nice. We have a really nice component here, which I can add to my FinTech library that I've started to create here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy and paste this. Copy and paste, and then I'm going to go into the chat. I'm going to say make this component dark mode. I just want to get another dark mode component because I have a mix of light mode variants and dark mode in this file. So hopefully let's see if we can do this properly. Okay, it created a dark mode, but it has changed the whole design, which I didn't want. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to go back to variant 1, which you can do here. I'm going to paste it again. I'm going to say, don't change the design or the components. And hopefully this should work. So that fix seemed to work, and we have a perfect dark mode component that looks exactly like this one, but just in dark mode. Now I'm going to show you what else you can do by using image to component. So we're going to go and find some inspiration online. I'm going to go to Dribble, and we're going to see something we like, and I'm going to try and replicate it using MagicPath. So in Dribble, and I quite like the look of this one, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this or screenshot this. By the way, all I typed in was fintech app in Dribble, and screenshot this. I'm going to go back to MagicPath. I'm going to double click, I'm going to paste the image. I'm going to say, describe this image UI with great detail. Fix that. I'm going to say, pay close attention to the layout. I'm going to, at the end, always say, don't implement / build yet, just so it doesn't actually use your credits and you can just chat with it instead. So this UI features a dark, modern design with a header, title transfer, centered at the top, flanked by a circular back and options buttons. Yep. Below, the transferred amount is displayed prominently with available wallet balance beneath in smaller text. Perfect. The lower section contains a rounded card, profile image, recipient's name, options menu, custom numeric keypad with rounded button fills in the middle, and prominent green send money button spans. Okay, perfect. So we're going to select our design system again. I'm going to say implement and build this using our fintech UI design system. I'm going to say make it dark mode, please. I'm going to enter that. I'm going to see what MagicPath creates. Okay, it's implemented this quite well, and compared to this image, it's very similar, but there's a few things that we might want to tweak. So first of all, we probably want these gaps to be removed. So I'm going to say, actually first I'm going to go to edit component and see if we can remove it manually. Let's see if we do this. Does that change? No. So we're going to have to prompt this. I'm going to say remove the top and bottom gaps so the actual card fills the available space. It is a full page, not a pop-up. And hopefully this works. And hopefully this gap at the top and this gap at the bottom is removed. And then the next thing we might want to do, we might want to tweak this a little, but let's see what it generates first and see if we need to make any further changes. While we're waiting for that, let's click on here and actually make a change to this. So I actually want to make a change to this. I want this to be a count up animation. Make this a count up animation on appear. So when it appears, it should count up to 700. I'm going to click on generate and see what it creates. So this one's finished. Let's just check on this. So click on refresh and it counts up perfectly. And then this one has also been fixed as well. And this looks nicer than it did before. And let's see if we can reduce this gap here. There's a div here. We probably don't need all this height. Let me put it at 20, see if it works. Okay. Or maybe we can remove it even. So let's delete that. Okay, that's better. And then we can add more bottom padding. So make this 60. And that is looking better, maybe 40. And then add more top padding. Yeah, that looks a lot better. And then for this div, we can actually maybe reduce this to 20. And then for this div, we can add some top margin of 20 as well, and that's perfect. And maybe we can change this padding to a margin, so we can add 40 here and put this back to 0 and put this to 0 and make this 20, and then actually maybe we should make this 0 and select this, make this 40, and that's perfect. Click on save, and all of this doesn't consume any credits. You can do this all for free, and you can just use some design knowledge to actually like make this look a little bit cleaner, as we have done. So that was a video tutorial how you can create a sketch and then paste into MagicPath, tell it to describe what you're building, and then actually implement it into a fully functional interactive component like we have here and here. So for this one we took a sketch, and then for this one we took inspiration from Dribbble, and they both worked perfectly. So thank you guys for watching. Have any questions, any comments, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.